What's up, guys? Thank you for stopping by my channel. And if you've been here before, welcome back, friend. Sorry about the video. I had to switch cameras and I am late on this breaking news because I was having technical difficulties, but I was not going to let that stop me today because today is a really, really sad day in conservatism. Candace Owens has been fired from the Daily Wire. Those of you that follow her, follow the Daily Wire, may have seen this comment, may not be surprised. Me personally, I thought it was going to happen then. I don't know. It's just been a build-up of things. So, um, her and Ben Shapiro had some public confrontation, which I do not agree. Um, with being addressing his issues with her in public that got caught on tape. I don't agree with that. I do like both of them. Of course, I am a Candy leaning girl. Candy girl, that's my girl. I can relate to her more, understand her, and she's just so smart, and I'm proud of her. I'm proud of her rise. But I just really hate this happen, but we gonna watch this video. Before we do this, we're gonna watch the video by Benny Johnson. You gotta know who Benny Johnson is. He's so funny and cute, but very smart and informative. Like the channel, subscribe to my channel, drop a comment below, even if you're just saying hey. Again, I apologize for the camera quality. I will get my camera fixed. Like I said, I'm new to this, so I'm just trying to get it together. We're trying to get this information out here and have some fun, entertain, and discuss this world of chaos. But without further ado, don't forget also you can go follow Benny Johnson. I'm gonna leave a link in the description. Let's see. Let's go.
You show me the best memes on the planet, and I'll quit my job right now, and I work for you. Hey, Shapiro, you warmongerer. Everything's fine, but hey, listen, you can't fire me because I quit.
Why does he always start his videos out with something like this? He is funny. I love how they start off. It's always so funny. But why did he do that? Why did he say that?
What's up, guys? Boy, Benny. Free at last, free at last. Praise God, I'm free at last. It's how the old hymn goes, and that's what Candace Owens is singing right now in a tweet posted seconds ago. The rumors are true. I am finally free. Candace Owens says she has left the Daily Wire. The Daily Wire saying they have parted ways with Candace Owens. Ladies and gentlemen, Jeremy Boring, the CEO of the Daily Wire, saying Daily Wire and Candace Owens have ended their relationship. So it's over. Now, we were at UFC 299 with Candace Owens. Obviously, Candace Owens posting a photo here with the GOAT, the president, and Dana White, and the PBD crew. Remember that. I'm going to come back to it, okay? I'm going to come back to it. But at this event, we were able to dab up Candace. We were able to chat with her. I've worked with Candace before. We love Candace. We've had a long-standing relationship with her. Always been a big appreciator of her work and what she's been doing. And here's what I asked. I said, "What's up? What's going on professionally?" And she said, "Stay tuned," to me. She said, "Stay tuned. I think there's going to be some moves that are being made." So that's what I knew. So I've been sort of prepared for this news, and anybody who's been watching in the conservative media of zeitgeist has seen that there have been some major cracks going on between Candace and the Daily Wire in her personal relationship, in her professional relationship. Leaves the Daily Wire after clashing with boss Ben Shapiro over Israel-Hamas war. This has been, of course, a major breaking point for her show, but there are multiple fractures. There are multiple tectonic plates that are moving about here that I think led to this. Some that we can talk about here, some we might not be able to talk about here. But let's spit it. Candace Owens, the Daily Wire have parted ways after weeks of tensions with co-founder Ben Shapiro, Israel-Hamas war. Daily Wire, Candace Owens have ended their relationship. Co-founder Jeremy Boring posted on X on Friday. Comes after weeks of scandals surrounding the controversial conservative who has recently launched a campaign claiming French lady Brigitte Macron is transgender. She also has, again, that's one of them when I talk about the tectonic plates. Some of them editorial, some of them professional, some of them personal. She's also been engaged in fiery online debates with several members of the Jewish community that she claims is targeting her for being a Christian, including but not limited to Ben Shapiro, which, of course, is her boss at the Daily Wire, leading to this famous video of Ben Shapiro publicly chastising Candace Owens at what looks like a party or some celebration, and insulting Candace. This was from a few months ago.
The question was about Candace Owens. I think her behavior during this has been disgraceful. Without a doubt.
I did not like that. I didn't like it at all. At all. He should not have did that publicly. And he called her a disgrace, her opinions a disgrace. No, we about free speech. Y'all, no. Like, stop. That wasn't cool, Ben.
Yeah, and she still works for my company. And I think she's been absolutely disgraceful. I think that her faux sophistication on these particular issues has been ridiculous. It's not faux sophistication, it's ridiculous. Everybody can see the moves that she's making and the things that she's saying, and I find them disreputable.
So Ben Shapiro saying that Candace Owens is disreputable. Everyone can see the moves that she's making. Very interesting, because Candace Owens told me she'd be making moves. Well, it's nice to see that everyone sees the world the same way, I suppose, on this issue. Again, Jeremy Boring, who is the co-founder and CEO of the Daily Wire, says Candace is now effectively ended their relationship with Candace Owens. And Candace Owens has taken the Daily Wire already out of her Twitter bio. You can see here, 4.8 million followers, and gone. No more Daily Wire in the Twitter bio. Candace Owens saying, the rumors are true, I'm finally free. Again, that's quite the statement right there. So people are speculating now where Candace Owens is going to land. Candace Owens is obviously has a big enough personality and a big enough social following. She can do whatever she wants, quite frankly. Some are saying that she'll go start a new Fox News with Tucker Carlson. I mean, come on. Like, why not? Like, sign me up. I think that'd be amazing. Candace Owens is now a free agent. Contract is broken with no penalties. Actually, she will get money from the Daily Wire as she got fired to be on the truth side. I don't know how knowledgeable this account is of the actual terms of the contract. Watch her work for Tucker or start her own media. Smart. Tim Pool is saying that she thinks she's going to go work for Valuetainment, which is what I would suppose, actually, because she was hanging out with Patrick Bet-David, hanging out with like the Valuetainment guys. I love those guys. They're really.
I wouldn't mind that. Look at that. They're like a good team. I wouldn't mind that.
Brad, and she had a bombshell episode on their show with Chris Cuomo, and they just hired Chris Cuomo. So if you're like going to stack the Lego blocks together, that kind of like, there it goes. She was on with, they hired Chris Cuomo after the Candace Owens episode, and now perhaps they're going to hire Candace Owens. We'll see. I mean, we all remember sort of the drama with Steven Crowder and the Daily Wire and how those contracts are written. I think there may be some contract snare-ups here for Candace about working for other people, some non-competes. I don't know. I'm not sure. Who knows? But maybe this is something good for all parties. A lot of people saw this coming, says Tim Pool, and he's right. So Variety is now covering this. Candace is out at the Daily Wire. Did she get fired? Did he just not renew her contract? Did she not renew her contract? It's very interesting. People are saying Candace Owens fired by the Daily Wire. They just didn't renew her contract. I knew when she got into that fight with Ben Shapiro that it was over. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. I mean, these were the headlines from back then. Daily Wire Civil War, Ben Shapiro blast disgraceful, faux sophistication of Candace Owens. As an employer myself, and I said this at the time, I'm not here to like flame. I'm not here to be like a hater. I think there's way too much friendly fire on our own side. I'm very friendly with a bunch of people at the Daily Wire. They've had me on their shows and stuff. I'm just here as a professional. I don't think it's a great look to attack your employees in public. That's my take. Okay, that's my take.
That's what I say, it being. It's not cool. Like if we work together, or not. Let's not even talk about the work. Let's talk about the mission. If we on a mission, the same goal, which is a bigger goal than your personal issues, your personal beef, we got to find a way to work through that, because it is more people depending on voices like Candace's, Ben's, Benny, Johnson's, yours, mine. There's people depending on that. And we got to stand a united front, even in Congress. I know what's going on in Congress, and some stuff needs to be broke up, but it still seems chaotic. You got MTG, Marjorie Taylor Greene. She about to try to get Mike Johnson out. That's a whole nother storm. So I'm just saying, we just gotta stay united, handle our stuff, where we need to handle it. I'm not saying you can't criticize each other, because you can criticize the other side, but some things, like when you work with somebody or employer, employee, you know.
That being said, I wish both parties all the best. That's my personal take on all this is I wish both parties all the best, right? Like I don't have time for Republicans that attack Republicans. You realize like the orcs are at the doors of Helm's Deep here, right? We have an enemy that is about to storm the city, destroy America. You literally see the enemy is storming the gates. See the footage from yesterday on the southern border? Ben Shapiro labels Candace Owens disgraceful for taking America First position on Israel-Gaza war. These were some of the headlines at the time. Candace's response to that, and one of Candace's last statements on her show was, I have no apologies. I have nothing to apologize for.
2 weeks, I will be out to Israel and I will be out to Gaza, and I will be able to report to you guys what it is that I actually see. But I also want to say this because it's so important. I am Team God. Okay? I'm Team God. I do not fear the media. I do not fear journalists. I do not fear AIPAC. I don't fear Big Pharma. What I actually fear is God. I think that one day we are all going to have to account for the things that we have done and the things that we have said. And I want to make sure that I am not a person that is parroting lies. The fear of losing your job, encouraging some people to spit out lies, I don't think that works in the end, right? I think you got to check your priorities. And so with that said, I want to thank everybody who has been on this journey with me, people that have supported me. I especially want to thank all of the Jewish people that have been in the comments saying how outraged they are. And I know that it is especially difficult for you guys right now because you are being smeared, I mean, I'm not going to go away. I'm going to use my God-given voice to talk about the things that are important for me. And I'm just asking to be left alone, or at least just report the truth.
Now, I watched this episode, and when she made this statement, I didn't necessarily take that as the show wasn't coming back, because I know that she had just had a rabbi on the show with her that had wrote a bunch of smear campaigns about her. So she wanted to have him on the show, and she wanted to go through that and find out why he called her anti-Semite, bigot, and all these names. So, and then she did this, and now miraculously, after the interview with the rabbi, something don't seem right.
Ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, that is all the time that we have.
So Candace Owens sort of like laying the groundwork there. You see like the cobblestone groundwork of like, this is over. This show's done. Now, what does that mean from a contractual basis? Does she get to keep the RSS feed of her podcast? What does that mean as far as like social media management and so on? That's something that we saw obviously in the Steven Crowder terms breakdown in the contract with Steven Crowder and the Daily Wire. Sort of the breakdown of that relationship is that the Daily Wire has kind of the hooks into the social media accounts. And so what does that mean for Candace's social media? That's a big question that I have actually, is like who keeps what in the divorce? she's better off without the Daily Wire. Now she'll be able to speak on what she truly believes and thinks. I stand with Candace Owens, or what some of the commenters are saying. I will tell you that I knew this relationship was finished months ago. This was from November 14th. November 14th, Candace Owens posts on X scripture, right? You can't serve both God and money. Blessed are the peacemakers, quoting Christ, right? Sort of paraphrasing Christ in the scriptures. And Ben Shapiro responded, Candace, if you feel like taking money from the Daily Wire somehow comes between you and God, by all means quit. You are utterly out of line suggesting that I cannot quote biblical scripture. The Bible is not about you, says Candace Owens. Well, for all who have eyes, let them see. There it is, right there. I mean, right? Like it's beyond money at that point. It's beyond a opinion one way or another about a war somewhere else in the world. Now, in this moment, it's about something much deeper. It's about like the ancestors, right? It's like the roots and the foundations of human civilization. Now you're like breaking those down. Then that's the end of the relationship. Where would I like to see Candace Owens go? A lot of people saying this in my X comments. I don't know right now. I haven't really thought about it, but there are a lot of like new and exciting things that are popping up. Candace Owens obviously ran her own Blexit organization. I've worked with her through Turning Point a bunch. And Candace is a deeply sophisticated and super competent person. She's going to be excellent everywhere she goes. Valuetainment would be quite interesting. Patrick Bet-David's building quite a juggernaut over there. And we love those guys. Along with Tucker Carlson. Obviously, Tucker Carlson's doing his own thing, but is calling it the Tucker Carlson Network. What does that mean? That means it's going to be more than just Tucker Carlson. So what happens in the future? I guess we'll have to wait and see. But ladies and gentlemen, I mean, times they are changing. All right? All the best, all the best. No friendly fire around here. Trying our best to just save the damn country, okay? And we're happy to have a bunch of happy warriors with us. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe. Stay base.
Right, Benny. Shit, we gotta save the country. We don't got time for all this fighting. But Candace has spoken out. That just came in. So let's take a look and see what Miss Candy has to say out of her own mouth.
What's up, guys? Boy Benny in the news business. It's great to be able to predict the future. And I'm not saying that I have a crystal ball, but we do have a lot of great friends. One of them is Candace Owens. And the other night, Candace Owens and I were at a UFC fight. And we sat next to each other and we got a chance to talk and chat and laugh. And, well, I asked her what's up professionally. And she said, stay tuned. Big things are going to happen. Stay tuned. So we had our antenna up for something to go down between her and the Daily Wire. We weren't sure exactly what it was going to be, but we've been sort of telegraphing this for a very long time. And now we know, ladies and gentlemen, that Candace Owens and the Daily Wire have parted ways. Obviously, the story that broke the internet. Here's Candace Owens and our favorite president right there at UFC. And, ladies and gentlemen, less than a week later, the rumors are true. I am finally free. Candace Owens tweets about the news of her leaving the Daily Wire. Now, again, I think that this has been a long time in the making, quite frankly. And if you have been paying attention to all the signals, then you can kind of guess where this was headed. Babylon Bee obviously making fun of this event. Daily Wire quietly cancels the upcoming Little Mermaid remake starring Candace Owens. Jeremy Boring tweeting this morning, Daily Wire and Candace Owens have ended their relationship. This tweet getting a lot of play and a lot of explicitly.
Here we go. Okay, this is what I want. I want to hear
a listen.
Guys, it's Candace. The rumors are true. I am free. Welcome to my locals page. So much to talk about. Obviously, I'm going to take a couple of weeks here just to rebuild and to refocus and to create something that is actually mine and something that can't be threatened or taken because it belongs to me. I can't tell you enough how much your support has meant to me over the years. We're just getting started. Join the locals page. Obviously here you can support me and my work as an independent journalist, as an independent podcaster. We're still going to be doing 5 days a week. There'll be tons of announcements coming in the next couple of weeks. And I guess the last thing I want to say is thank you. For those of you that don't want to be on locals and just want to support in any capacity, you can head to gocandace.com. Thank you guys.
So Candace Owens.
Thank you, Candy. So you heard what she said. Go to locals, whatever it is. I'm gonna go find that. I'm gonna go find Candy. I'm already following her everywhere else. So I'm gonna go to her website. I believe it's CandaceOwens.com. I believe that's what she said. But I will put all of that information in the description so you can continue to follow Candace on her journey. She is going to be doing big things. What I will say is, um, I'm so happy that the Black community is embracing her now because now everybody gets to hear her voice. Everybody still won't agree, but at least the conversation can be had because Candace Owens is a very important voice in the Black community, whether they know it or not. Some are starting to know it. It's coming to that realization, but she is a young voice that is needed right now. Okay. So with that being said, let me see what else is Benny is saying. We're not gonna make this video long. I kind of just want to hear from Candace, um, and see what she had to say.
Is saying, I will be bringing my show back 5 days a week. You got to sign up for my personal YouTube page, and I have a bunch of announcements to make. We think we know what's going on here. We think we know. We follow a lot of the news. And so, ladies and gentlemen, let's pop back over here to X, where Dave Rubin is saying that Daily Wire and Candace Owens parted ways. I predicted this yesterday on the PBD podcast. Oh, interesting. Patrick Bet David podcast. Valuetainment. Isn't that the same guy that just had Candace Owens and Chris Cuomo on for a debate? Isn't that the same guy that just said he's going to be expanding massively? Isn't this the same guy that just hired Chris Cuomo after the Candace Owens debate? Who just tweeted, if you don't take care of great talent, someone else will? Patrick Bet David. No, we like Patrick Bet David. I got no beef with this guy. I think this guy's pretty cool. I got no problem with him. I think it's pretty base too. But Patrick Bet David is sitting here sort of doing Patrick Bet David's doing a victory lap here. Check it out. Haven't checked the news today. Any major news today? Oh, got it. All right, buddy. Okay, pal. And then obviously tweeting a video of him saying, the future looks bright, that you're going to win by being.
Yeah, but that's it. That's the breaking news today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about Candy. I will put all the information in the description. I have to go and be mom. So I will see you guys later. Thanks again for visiting my channel. I'm just a brown girl in America. Peace.